What is up, everybody? Welcome on in to the Summer Game Fest reaction right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. I gotta figure this out. I thought I had it figured out, but I don't have it figured out. Now I have it figured out. Welcome on in. It's E3 season without the E3 name attached to it, which is fine. That's okay. It's about the spirit. It's about the time of year where we get to just watch trailers for cool ass video games that are hopefully made by some cool ass people doing cool ass stuff, and we get to get really effing excited for it. This one I moved back and forth between do I want to react to it, do I not want to react to it. I didn't really know. You know what I decided, screw it. Let's react. Let's have a good time. You know, who knows what the breakout hit that'll make me the YouTube millionaire will be. Was it Eon Flux? Could have been. Is it this? I don't know. The Saints Row reaction did incredibly well, so maybe not. Which I guess is a good lead into what are we getting from this Summer Game Fest thing. Hopefully some more Saints Row. Personally, I don't know where else they would go to have any sort of announcement. They weren't at Sony. I doubt they'd be at Microsoft. All the other ones that I'm interested in are much smaller games, and Saints Row is too big for that. Just from like a name brand like recognition thing. And honestly, it might just be too big of a game, and I don't think it fits a lot of the like, hey, here's the like wholesome thing that we're doing sort of thing. And no disrespect to that. I love the wholesome stuff. But the point is, I think this is about as good as it fits in. I think it's been in the trailers too, so maybe that's kind of an easy get. We'll probably get some surprises, hopefully. Hopefully it's just not too inflated with stuff that doesn't matter. I think that's something that a lot of these things struggle with. I think that they used to not be for the public. These E3 sort of presentations weren't supposed to be for the public. They were for like investors and stuff like that. So a lot of times you would get these like very long, drawn out, boring pieces of information, and all of the people who were like, I like video games. Why do I care about Blu-ray statistics on a PS3? Well, it's because it's not for you. And obviously they pivoted to be something for specifically gamers, but I think that stuff that Jeff Keighley does has pivoted maybe too far away from it and has slid into like a very commercial thing of like, here's like the Chic Hydro Man during the Game Awards and like all this stuff that just kind of sucks. Like they've taken the investor numbers out and just replaced them with shitty ads, which I get. I understand. It gets into this weird thing of everybody needs to make money. Everybody's trying to get as much as they can out of this stuff. I understand. I get it. I can understand it, get why it's there, and still hate it, and still think it sucks. So I don't know. Give me some cool games to look forward to. Where the leak is that Last of Us Part 1 is going to be announced during this, completely remastered for the PlayStation 5. That's the third time that they have released this game. It's supposed to come out in September. It got leaked by PlayStation itself. PlayStation, I forget what it was, but it got leaked by one of the PlayStation sites. I don't love it. I don't remember what. Oh my god, something fell over there and it startled the hell out of me. Whew, that scared me. Hopefully nothing too much scarier than that. A bag fell over. 54 seconds. I gotta wrap this up. It's the third time they've released it. I don't remember what the price point was when they released it on PS4, but they are releasing it for a full price $70, which to me is kind of gross. I don't know if the time is up on the Grand Theft Auto 5 deal, but they were running GTA 5 on the new PS5 and Series S/X versions for like $20 on sale. That game's on sale all the time. It's supposed to be rebuilt from ground up for the PlayStation 5. I don't know. I don't love it. They're going to release that game every console generation they can because it's a big name. Obviously, they got the show coming out as well, so whatever. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe some Sony stuff? I kind of doubt it. They had their own presentation. That'd feel like a huge miss. Here we go, though. Don't worry, you'll get full screen. The following content may contain the following program may contain content that some viewers find offensive. Okay. Do we get anything about Demo Fest? Where is Demo Fest? But here we go.
Here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Keighley, and
oh my God, those look like Xbox Series X's. God, shill for Xbox much?
In the wide, wide world of video games, we are live here in Los Angeles. So whether you're streaming from home or watching inside an IMAX theater, welcome to our show.
Why would you watch this in an IMAX theater?
Over the next few hours, we'll give you updates.
Oh
the games
God,
you
not
love,
few.
Be joined by special developer guests, and yes, have a few surprises along the way too. Now, what I love about this show
I should open a notepad.
is it's a true cross-industry showcase.
Oops,
Whether you
not
play on
paint.
Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch, or mobile, we'll have games for you. It doesn't matter your platform of choice. We're all here to come together as one community that simply loves the art of amazing video games. The biggest franchises in the industry are here, like Call of Duty. You'll get introduced to exciting new worlds and new teams, and we'll make room for small independent developers who we think deserve the spotlight too. If we do this right, hopefully you'll discover a few new games to put on your wish list.
I don't love his
Even if
coat.
you don't get
It looks
every
weirdly
announcement you
reflective.
desire. Let's face it, you're not going to get everything today, but we've got a lot of great stuff. So let's get started. Over 30 years ago, Capcom Street Fighter hit arcades, and ever since, this legendary Japanese fighting game series has continued to evolve. Street
Wait, he
Fighter
sounds like a
6
marketing
is coming
man.
in 2023.
It sounds like that sounds like something I would hear at
Right
GameStop.
now, we're excited to
We have the
officially
newest
confirm a
iteration of Street
character
Fighter
coming
6.
to the
Pre-order
game
today
to show
for
you
the
exclusive
bikini
first
costume, the
gameplay footage.
swimsuit costume for
Enjoy.
Ryu. World premiere. This has a really cool style and aesthetic. I just don't give a shit about fighting games.
You won't know what hit you.
America's hero is back.
Let me have some fun. Let's get this mission started.
Oh, that wasn't America's hero? Why would they say that and then show a character that wasn't him?
This will be a good fight. Got you in my sights.
Who is that voice? Is that like a Dave Fennoy? It's a deliciously deep voice. See, this is the cool, that stuff that looks just fucking sweet. Well, I mean, that part doesn't look all that cool, but the splashes of color, I hate his hair.
I'm just on another level.
Ugh. Okay. (2023). I don't have a great setup to type on a
It's all
keyboard.
about the comb. All right. Next, it's time for a brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest. Check this out.
Why did you... Well, that was such a weird... Check this out. That logo means nothing to me. Okay, so we got Focus 20th Century. Talonus Base? Just some dumb horror thing.
Of the CM Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base, locate the comsat relay, and bring it back online. We found the relay, but there was a problem.
It's got to be Alien or something.
Close that gate. Nothing gets in here. Ray didn't make it.
Releases in one piece.
Willis, take the lead.
Remember when that bag fell over earlier in this video? Now I'm scared too again.
Oh, this ain't good.
Didn't they just make an Alien
What we
game?
found was a new
Wasn't
kind
there-
of evil. And it found us first.
They did, yeah. Aliens Fire Team Marines or some shit.
What the?
This wasn't human.
Or is this like Starship Troopers or something? Oh, it's Alien. Okay, I was right. Stop doubting yourself, Sean. If it's the stupid, shitty sci-fi franchise you think it is, it probably is a stupid, shitty sci-fi franchise you think it is.
Through that door! Hold that door, Sergeant! Son of a...
I don't know what I saw in there. But I know when I close my eyes, I still see it. Now everyone's dead.
Did he not realize that everyone died?
And someone needs to know.
Oh, we recorded it so someone... Okay, I gotcha. We got Aliens, Dark Descent. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? It's a twin stick shooter?
That was Aliens Dark Descent, and it's coming in 2023 to console and PC. Next, 2 years ago,
Are
at the Game
you
Awards, we reviewed
fucking
the
kidding
Callisto
me?
Protocol
They had
from the creative
that
forces
elaborate of a
behind
trailer
the
for a
Dead Space
fucking twin
franchise.
stick shooter?
Today, I am thrilled to get to show you the first raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield. But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield
I don't even
cut
care.
of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
I don't remember what the title was. You are shitting me that is the fucking... It's a twin... I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Oh, wow. Kraft Macaroni and Cheese is making a game. Oh, this one from the other day.
Outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the dead?
It was a fucking...
Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of
They
that.
wasted their entire budget on the fucking... on the trailer. Are you kidding me?
That's your old life.
Oh my god, that is some video game marketing right there. Here's a really cool trailer for whatever, some fucking shitty twin stick shooter. Maybe I'm wrong, but those gameplay clips at the very end were felt like they were snuck in just so that it's like, oh,
Rebirth.
it kind of sucks. Callisto Protocol or whatever. No. This one I think was December 2nd. Feels like a miss. Feels like this would be a great October game. Just from a horror perspective, you know, keep it with the theme. Merry Christmas, honey. Here's the Callisto Protocol, or whatever this game's called.
Gives me chills every time.
It's just like people in like cheery Christmas suits just doing whatever the fuck. That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. Hitting them into the fucking big fan. I'm a sucker for big fan deaths in media. Not in real life, just in media. That was okay. I don't like that. I don't enjoy that.
Welcome.
Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking god. Was that necessary? I misspelled Callisto. C-A-L-L. C-A-L-L. It wasn't that far off. I put a Y.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now,
We know what you
Glenn
wanted to see, you
Schofield.
fucking
This is
sick
Glenn.
freaks.
First of
You
all,
want some fucking
congratulations.
gore.
This game looks
You guys
absolutely
getting off on
incredible. I gotta
violence
say,
over there.
The fact that you have built this team, this studio, new IP, shipping this December, all in COVID, blows me away. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having
Thanks,
us.
man.
I really do appreciate it, Jeff.
We took all of our anger
for
from
a second,
COVID
just give
and
me
the
a
lack
second.
of
You know, I
effort
wanna
anyone
thank
has put
you,
into
for all you've done
stopping
for the
this.
game industry,
And
all
we
these
just
years, man.
took it out on our
I
main
think I've known you
character.
about 16,
Every
17 years now,
bit of violence and gore you
and,
saw in there, it's just our
you've been an
frustration
ambassador.
coming out in art.
You've amplified new games, new studios, and I just wanted to thank you. I really
Oh, for
appreciate
God's
it.
sake.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah, I know, but
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
the
And yeah,
fucking
it's so
Jeff
fun to do
Keighley
these
suck
shows
off
and
fest
to
over here.
show this game so people saw the
Jeff
trailer,
Keighley's
but
doing
what
good
I'm so
stuff, but I
excited
don't
today
need,
is that you
like,
just brought a raw
developers
gameplay
coming
to
in
this
and being
game
like,
is in
"Thanks so much for what
development,
you do."
and people
He
are gonna be
hosts a
blown
show.
away, I think, when they see it. But tell us a bit about what are we going to see today?
Any
Yeah, we got a
idiot
couple
in the world
minutes
can
of,
host
like I
something.
said, like raw gameplay. It's 2 segments in the first
Raw
half of the
gameplay.
game.
No condoms.
One is a med bay, another one is a power station, and you're going to see some new enemies, some brutality, some just about everything. We're showcasing a new weapon called the grip.
Okay.
It's like a gravity gun, but it picks up the enemies and it shoves them into giant fans. It rips them apart. It's great. And and then check out the nice ending we have, where we we usually will kill our main character Jacob, and in a very unique way. And just for a second, I want to thank the team, man. Like you said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work, you guys are amazing. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, Glenn, I got to say,
I wonder if I accidentally talked over
what you guys
something
are
there.
shipping this year, this looks like a world-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year, and let's let the footage speak for itself.
Thank you.
Glenn
Thanks.
Schofield.
Oh, do we have
Here
some
it is,
actual
the first
gameplay?
of the Callisto
Oh,
Protocol.
okay. I thought maybe it was like a demo or something. Now, I think this is just PS4, PS5. I could be wrong about that. I gotta remember that I'm using my Xbox, so I can't like search what I would want to search for on my Xbox. Two sneezes into a yawn. What a combo. Tony Hawk combo if I've ever seen one. Oh, wow. I didn't do anything. Oh, this is such a game demo. Just hit him in the fucking head! They are not moving that fast. There is no reason he should not have had that headshot. Oh, they cut something there. That's weird. I hate this. I fucking hate it. I know not everyone's a perfect shot, but on console you assume there's some form of auto aim. But at the same time, when you watch someone point it directly there and then just swing wildly one way or the other, I've never played a video game shooter in my life. Fucking stop. I made myself dizzy. I have a headache. Oh, by the way, later today we'll be doing the Devolver Digital Showcase. That'll be a separate video here on the channel. Probably not too long after this one goes up, because it does take a while to get videos uploaded here where my internet is. But if you are... What the fuck? But if you are interested, Devolver Digital later today. We'll have some stuff on Saturday, Xbox on Sunday, and then all the normal content that goes up, taste test, all that good stuff. So, all right, here we go. Yeah! Yeah! Holy fuck.
That just happened.
Holy
All right, moving on.
shit.
This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare
was
2
fucking
arrived.
brutal.
Infinity Ward is once again returning to its roots for a
That's
modern
pretty
day action
awesome.
game. And today we're
Have
about
I
to
just
show
been
you
sold on the
world
Callisto
premiere of its
Protocol?
gameplay with a level playthrough. To tell us more, let's head to the port of
A
Long
level
Beach to
playthrough,
check
we're going
in
to see
with Johanna
45 minutes of
Faris, the
gameplay
head
with
of Call of
19
Duty.
fucking helicopter crashes.
Hi everyone. In 2019, Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we usher in a new era of Call of Duty.
Modern Warfare
with the
changed
launch
everything
of
by
Modern
going back to
Warfare
the games
2.
that you actually
We are
liked.
back, we are bigger, and we are bringing the entire team. Price, Gaz, Soap, Alejandro, and of course, Ghost. We needed a stage big enough to debut Call of Duty in a whole new way, inspired
You
by the
didn't
world
need
we're about
to.
to enter. Oil rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning. Here is Modern
We were
Warfare
inspired
2.
by oil rigs. This is so fucking dumb. This is so dumb. Did I play Call of Duty Modern Warfare? I genuinely don't remember. I also don't think I restarted my computer like I wanted to. I sure didn't. Oh. Now this stuff between the Callisto Protocol and Call of Duty, this is the E3 stuff that I actually really like. The gameplay stuff. I know I shit on the Callisto Protocol of the wild gun movements, but that stuff is like... I went from watching that trailer of the Callisto Protocol being like, I don't know if I want to play this game, to being like, maybe I do. Maybe I do check this game out. Because the gameplay actually looked kind of cool. It looks a little more action-oriented than I thought it was going to be. I'm sure it'll still be pretty horror-drenched, but it does seem like there's more gunplay than I would initially assumed. But some of those quick kills were fucking rad. Just disgustingly rad. Alright, let's pull up YouTube Studio.
So, cut right clear through.
Vanguard, Black Ops, Modern Warfare. Oh, I did. Okay. I used a shitty thumbnail and everything for it. Somebody commented on it? Ooh.
Room clear. Coming out.
Shadow 1, moving to the southeast stairwell. Scorers, right side.
Interesting. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox 360, and it has 87 views. Oh, God. That sound design is fucking gross. In a good way. Okay. Not well viewed.
Balcony door undone.
One person seems to have subscribed thinking that I do that a lot. I mean, that's not terrible.
Ghost, we're moving to the main deck. What's your status?
Boarding the ship with Shadow 3 now.
Roger that.
Man down. Rush out. We need to move fast. All shadows, force out. I want eyes on that container now. 2 copies, moving.
I like the sound design. I don't like that there's a lack of hit detector here in the single player.
Shadow 1, Ghost. Visual on flares coming from the ring. What's your status, over?
Oh, God.
Signaling the ship.
Oh, never mind. That was just a tarp.
It's first stage. There's no time. All shadows. Missile is on the helipad. 2-1, we're moving to secure. Cover us. 2 copies all.
There's some good, like, reflective, like... He shot the top of that thing and it, like, splattered some stuff. Oh, explode, explode, explode. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know that they even got him there. Music's pretty bumping.
Clear.
Ooh, that blood splatter looks good on the wall. Well. Initially, I was like, oh, cool, it wrapped around the corner, and then it kind of looked like if somebody just put a sticker and wrapped it around the corner. Oh, okay, never mind.
missiles. On that damn ship.
Actual, we got a problem. Missiles are somewhere on the ship. You have your orders, son. Stop that launch.
Captured on PlayStation here.
Let's go, let's move out. Go, this is Zero 1, back in the water, inbound to your position. Solid copy, we're taking effective fire. The LZ will be hot. Roger that. Once we're on deck, we push to the bridge. Fast. Secure those controls. Stop this vessel, yep. How do we board? Take the ramp. Hold tight, Sergeant.
Hell yeah, ramp it, dog. Jesus, what a fucking idiot. What an absolute moron. I swear to God, if he killed that driver. Okay, so 3 people got off at least. Did the driver get off? I like the way that all this stuff is moving around. Well, some of it is. Okay, some mantling. I don't know if that's new or not. I'm not familiar enough with Call of Duty. This is already a mission in Modern Warfare 2. But alright, sure. By the way. Or was it Modern Warfare 1? Who knows? And by that I mean Call of Duty 4. We remade a game you already liked. We're going back to what Call of Duty was when Call of Duty was make Call of Duty great again.
Entry on the 3rd. We have to get to that door. Check your corner.
Watch the container! X-ray down!
Course right. Channel 1, division first launch. How far are you from the bridge? This is 1. We're pushing towards the entry now. Copy that.
There's a lot of talking happening. Oh, God. Oh, they got hit with a waterfall and then got killed. Rip.
Secure the deck and we'll blow the door.
Visual on bridge entry.
Check it. Controls are internal. All right, stand back. Shadow 1 going explosive on bridge entry. 3, 2, 1. Execute.
Not a terrible cut there. I mean, not bad.
Early access to the open beta.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
It's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us, and also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence. Looks incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So
you're on a
first
boat.
of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. You know,
God, her shirt color, incredible.
What we just saw today, but they're returning.
Overalls are making a
141,
comeback, I
the other
guess.
2 characters that were
Not a comment on her outfit at all. Just something I've noticed more in my everyday life is like overalls. Yeah, people are wearing those again.
Of course, Soap
I guess I
John
should put that
Tavish.
down.
And then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro. And Alejandro, I gotta say, it's a character we're really excited about. He's a guy who's super capable and a guy who's just as important as Task Force 141. But as far as the level's concerned, you know, this I got a shout out to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all of the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here, and you know, you saw the wind and
gee, I can't help but wonder
and the
if they were really motivated or
course,
if,
our new
you know,
water tech, which
Activision is
pushing
just
the
a
boat in
terrible
different
company.
Directions. It's creating a physically dynamic environment, allowing for the cover you were seeing. In certain cases, you could be behind cover, and then suddenly that cover would shift and leave you exposed, but it also leaves the enemy exposed, creating this emergent gameplay. Again, I'm
God,
very
my
excited.
least
Just
favorite
can't wait
term,
I'm so
emergent
excited we get to
gameplay.
show it off today.
Ugh.
And that's just a hint of where
Gross.
things are going to go. Johanna, tell us a bit about Call of Duty overall. Modern Warfare 2, obviously, you know, we're so excited that it's back this year, but you've got lots going on across Call of Duty.
It's
What can
back.
we
We've
expect
already
from
made it
this?
before.
Yeah.
I'm curious if
first of all,
the
thanks for having us here. We're just so excited.
like deluxe
for
edition
October
has a
28th.
remaster of Modern Warfare
It's
3.
such a big moment, not just for Modern
They
Warfare
remastered
2
Modern Warfare 1
everything
and
that
2,
Jeff
but
and the team
3 I
individually
think is kind of
built,
the
but it really marks
I think it's the low
step
point
change. We're calling it
critically or like
transformational
fan wise,
moment
but
for
it's
the
like the
entire franchise.
highest selling
You're gonna see
Call of Duty game.
incredible rendering, incredible graphics, all the things just within the game itself, built all on one shared engine now across Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 going forward. Of course, there's a lot of chatter and interest about the new Warzone experience. We're affectionately calling it Warzone 2.0. There will be a
Affectionately.
standalone experience of Warzone for current existing players as well. So we're going to sort of feed the entire community there. But all eyes on
His
the
hand gets
28th.
sweaty?
And again, I think the collaboration's just been incredible. Everybody's so excited for Task Force 141. Warzone coming to mobile as well for players on the go. We're on Steam, as you know. I mean, so it's just a big moment, and there's going to be a lot more to come in the months to follow.
Well, before we leave, we got to ask a little bit about Warzone 2. I know we just, we're showing gameplay here on this, but can you tell us anything? There was a little bit. It seems like there was a little bit of a tease maybe in the trailer yesterday.
Yeah, when we're seeing that from the community, we love when the fans can pick up some things, some chatter about maybe seeing high rise and other elements. But we will get into the details of Warzone 2.0 for sure. It will be an
so
extension
annoying.
of the Modern Warfare 2 universe. So
We love when
all the more
fans pick up
reason
on
why
that
we
because
think
you
this
put it
game,
in there
this
deliberately.
moment
Like, what the
is
fuck?
such an important title for all of us looking
I do.
ahead.
I like the idea
And
that
like
they
we
think
said,
that
we're
they're
having a
so
bold
clever
vision around the entire
to just be like, we could put
franchise,
this in, no
so
one's gonna
we're
figure it
a
out.
position we're really excited.
And then fans
All right,
discover it and they're like, oh
looking
shit,
forward to
yeah, we
October. Thanks so much
just
for
kidding.
giving us a first look at the gameplay, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Thanks, Johanna and Jeff.
They look pretty
we've
cool.
got lots more Summer Game Fest still to
Jeff,
go. And now
camera's
it's
over here,
time
buddy.
to announce a classic PC gaming franchise is coming back with a sequel over 30 years after its first release. I loved this game when I was growing up, so I'm
Secret of
honored to
Monkey
share
Island?
this very first look.
I got Monkey Island, I would guess, is what it is. It is not Monkey Island. This looks like a Lawrence Sontag ass game. An iconic franchise. Okay, if you say so. It can't be iconic if no one knows what it is. Shut the fuck up. Is it like Shadow Complex or something? Oh, Flashback. Yeah, Flashback.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards.
Fuck
Almost 5
off.
years later,
Not you,
I am
Jeff. You're
so
fine.
excited the team
Stop
from
saying
the
iconic
astronauts
franchise.
in Poland
Stop
put
it.
together an in-depth look
Flashback
at
is a
the
game
gameplay
that
of
looks
this
like a
dark
James
fantasy
Willems photo
first-person shooter, which will enter early access
that,
soon.
like,
I am
I
so
see all the
excited to
time
play
on
this,
sale.
and I bet you will be too after you see this.
Just stop saying iconic. Your 30-year-old PC game franchise that is only has one sequel is not iconic. Stop it. Fucking idiots. I don't know what this is, but I like it. It's medieval, but it has guns, so I care. The enemies, make sure they just stand there so you can look cool. Oh, I thought that was going to be cooler. Okay, that was a weirdly long cut there. Oh, they're going back to it. Okay, gotcha. Oh shit. Witchfire. Oh, early access. Ah, damn.
Okay, next up comes an ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere new game announcement.
Wait, Wallace and Gromit? Wallace and Gromit? Wallace and Gromit?
Officer Taylor, Medlog.
Wallace and Gromit. No! Wallace and Gromit.
Today, I can't believe what I saw.
I said familiar names in England, and I thought Wallace and Gromit. Those are the most familiar names I could think of.
Solace, everything okay in there?
Atmospheric horror is, it's back, baby. Everybody who played Dead Space grew up, became developers, and were like, we are going to make Dead Space, but we're going to make it good. Remember when EA ruined this franchise with the third one? And then now they shut down the studio that made Dead Space, and then now they're getting applauded for bringing back Dead Space in a remake.
Something is going on here. And I need to find out what it is.
Fort Solis? S-O-L-I-S?
That's something brand new, and look who it is. Troy and Roger in person. Guys.
Oh, that's what they meant by
fun.
familiar names. Not
Together.
Wallace and Gromit.
What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I got to ask you guys.
You say that like they've never been in a game together before.
I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solace.
Oh, who the hell's Roger Clark?
It's the epicenter of this
Never
mystery
mind.
that we'll discover and uncover as we go through the game. And of course, my character will be at times in opposition with Roger's character.
The battle we've been waiting to see.
Every once in a yeah. Oh, man. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. And by the way, Jeff, this looks awesome, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
so
Can
great
we
to
stop?
be here. Thanks for
Stop
having
it.
us.
It's so great that you're in another game. I mean, it's feeling like this is your first game since.
I didn't put any of this together. The set designers did.
I play a character
Stop
named
it.
Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote Martian mining post.
Okay.
His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I got to ask, I think a lot of people will see this thing and they'll probably wonder, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, how did you guys get attached?
It's a twin-stick shooter.
The background.
I will say that 2020 to me was the most impactful year for games. It was the first, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic and that forced the way that we looked at everything as a society, but also the way this industry functioned. But it was also brand new consoles. We had more tools that were being made available that were...
Yeah, we had brand new consoles that no one could buy.
AAA studios,
Very cool.
The indie studios or the AAA studios. And so, just like anybody else, we got reached out. James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said, we'd like for you to consider being a part of this game. And he walked me through a very brief description of what the experience was going to be like. And in the very beginning, he said, we want this to feel, it's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon. And I was like, sign me up. I'm into that, absolutely.
Okay, Duncan Jones' Moon is a good pull.
Yeah.
I didn't consider it because I was in the video
brand
game
new
sphere,
energy,
but
and of course,
Duncan Jones' Moon.
Work with one of the best of the business.
And me.
Okay.
The privilege
Who's the
of
other
getting to see
I
this
don't-
guy.
I don't
watching
love-
in action. I love.
I don't love horror stuff.
The challenges
Moon,
and
not a
all the
horror
new
movie, it's a
innovations
sci-fi
that
movie.
this medium
Moon
provides to
fucking
performers.
rules.
We can't
That
wait to
movie
show
is
you
so
what we've been
fucking
working
good.
on. think it's going to knock
Yeah, I
your
guess I've
socks
seen
off.
some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? Like, what are we going to do in this game?
Yeah, the verbs are always important. So we're going to let the game speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on. But this is a game where you as the player, you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller. So you're moving very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to traverse, which we're excited to show you about. And then the narrative
You
is
can
a
walk
huge element
or
to this.
run.
They didn't waste any resources on the performance for sure. I got to tell one quick story, if I can. It was one of our favorite moments.
This game, I would play this
there was
game
a
if
lot
it
of
was like
action in
6
this game,
hours.
and
If
that
it's
was
like
at
a tight
the
thriller, it's
forefront
like
of
a
this.
4 to 6 hour
And
thing.
To speak to the performance capture
Okay,
aspect,
I'll give it a
Brian did
shot.
Incredible. I got to give him a shout out to Nathaniel, our
The
stunt
moon
coordinator, who walked us through and
comparison.
Really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. And he
The
says, "I
moon
want to know
comparison
the
has me very
story of this
intrigued
fight."
for what that could
And
possibly
so
mean
Roger
from a
and I
story
sat down, we
perspective.
said, "These
I
are our
doubt that
characters
it's going to
are,
go
and
that
just give me
way.
1 hour and I will
I
come
think it's
back
just meant to
you
be
with
like it's
the
just
story of
somebody
the fight."
going, somebody's
And after an
stranded
hour, he
way too
comes to us
far
and he
away
goes,
from
it
any
was
sort
like
of help.
like a recovery program. It was
But
12 steps. And he
Mm.
walked us through this incredible fight. And about halfway through it, I started tuning him out. And I was like, hey, man, I just want to let you know I've got no ego about this, but I can do a lot of things, but I can't do this. And he grabbed me by my shoulders and he says, oh, you can. You will. And it's going to be glorious.
And we did.
And we
it's
did.
like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
big,
excited
big
about it,
stunts. I mean, this is so cool to see. Is it an independent?
Am I
studio
turning on
teaming
this
up
game?
with you
That
guys?
moon
We can't wait to see
comparison
more. Troy,
threw
Roger,
such a
thanks for
wrench
joining
in
us
my
here
Happy to be
on
here.
Summer Game.
in my
All right, appreciate it very much, guys.
disinterest
All right.
in this
Next
game.
up, keeping up with the space theme, it's time to world premiere a very exciting new game, which will feature a musical score by
That's a stamp.
industry legend Mick Gordon. This
Oh, okay.
one is going to grab.
Thought it was
you.
going to be a
We
name
are
that I
so
was not going
honored
to recognize.
debut it.
That was a stamp, not a stabbing. That was like a world premiere. You got stamped like on the forehead. Okay. All right. It started more interesting than it looks now. I'm a sucker for VHS filter. Okay, that looks like a little VHS filtery. Maybe. Oh my god. I'm already stressed and it's just a trailer. I love that this trailer is so silent. It's like industry legend Mick Gordon, who did a fucking ridiculous job on the Doom soundtrack. Here's a trailer that doesn't have any sound or music in it. Nope. 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 Don't like this. No, 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 no. Oh, shit. That actually startled me. Routine? Is that what it's called? Are you...
Doesn't that
Hold
look
on.
great? That was routine.
Hold
coming
on.
to Xbox and PC. It was first announced a
Hold
decade
on.
ago and is now officially back. I can't wait to see more.
Hold on.
Now it's time to check in with a very special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite as the foundation. Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest. How are you?
What's up, everybody? And what's up, Jeff? And what is up to the Summer Game Fest audiences live streaming right now around
Do I have to wear a shirt?
the world,
No, all right.
and everybody inside the epic IMAX theaters. Dwayne Johnson here, coming at you from my Iron Paradise, the very hot and sweaty.
So they announced a game called Routine, talking about how it was scored.
The number one fastest growing energy drink in the game. You guys know me by a lot of nicknames. The Rock, La Loca in Spanish, Uncle Handsome, sexiest man alive.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Always room for a cheesy joke. There's always room for the extra large cheese pizza, especially when I'm delivering, and I deliver them often.
What are you fucking
guys also
talking
know
about?
me as the
What is happening?
Greatest and most electrifying surprise in gaming that happened. You know me as the Foundation. And I got to tell you guys, number one, thank you so much.
Shut
for the
the fuck
crazy
up.
response
What
that
are
we've
you
become
on
the
about?
foundation. But also, I got to say that, I've had such a pleasure working with Epic Games and the teams over there, and we cannot wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam, as millions of you know around the world who know the Black Adam mythology, he is ruthless, he is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say a quick tutorial is this.
I hate this.
Black Adam has
This
the
is so
powers of
fucking
Superman.
stupid. This
The
is
only
exactly
difference-
like the kind
well,
of
there's a few
shit that I
differences, but one of the
can't
biggest
stand.
differences is
This is
Superman's
like when I was
weakness
talking
is
about
magic.
earlier of like
Black Adam's
this
one of his superpowers.
them taking the
do the
shitty
math.
like statistical portions of
October
E3
21st,
and they've
I
rotated
cannot
too
wait
far
for
to
you
shitty
guys to
ads.
see Black
This
Adam
is it. This is
around the
fucking
world
terrible.
in theaters only.
It's
You guys will
ridiculous.
finally
I
see
hate
the
this.
hierarchy of power in the DC universe change. It has been an honor to become Black Adam, and it was a.
Wasn't
it is a
he? He was
role
supposed to
that's
be in
my DNA,
Shazam,
and
but
I
then
was
people seem to
born
like that casting so
born to
much,
play
which
the Man in Black.
I don't have a
And I'm
problem with it.
honored to show it to you guys
I don't really think
October
about Black Adam,
21st.
so I don't give a shit.
So until then,
But he
healthy,
was supposed to be in Shazam, and then they
stay
decided to
focused,
split it
keep having fun,
into two movies,
kick
and
ass.
Shazam came out
Enjoy your gaming,
18 years
and
ago.
I'll see you down the road.
Shazam, great movie.
This is
Love
Black Adam.
Shazam. Ugh. All right, I'm muting this because fuck this. So they announced a game called Routine, was scored by Mick Gordon, big name, did the Doom soundtrack, fantastic, and then was just like, we're not gonna have any music by him in it at all. I'm sure that there's a score element to it, but it did seem like to me it was more of a quiet like sort of thing. That game looks fucking terrifying as hell, like just absolutely terrifying. It scared me in the trailer. That's not good. And then this whole segment just sucks. It just sucks. He plugged in a shitty ad for his fucking energy drink or whatever. And now there's a Black Adam trailer in this. See the full trailer now. That was a world premiere. Oh, Outriders. Ooh. This feels like a song that's gonna get claimed. Fuck it. Whatever. Who cares? I mean, worst case scenario, if a thing gets copyright, I'll just kill the audio and the game or the stream or video or whatever. Outriders, I believe, still on Xbox Game Pass. It was a big day one edition. I played the beta demo, whatever it was. Did not love it. I think it's one of those games that has the problem of like you kind of need friends to get the most out of it. But yeah, this does nothing for me. Hold on, we're going back. We're going back to the check studio. YouTube. I'm pretty sure it went up. Hey, keep those subscriber numbers going up. Feels good. We're getting so close to 1,000. Thank you so much, everybody. Everybody looking up Outriders. I did. I played it. I played that game for 3 hours. Wow. The description is the definition, or the very definition of a fine game. Pre-order for 48-hour early access. End-game reveal. Who cares? Oh, shit. You know what did happen today? Wow, that was unintentional. Got a little Nintendo action here. Splatoon 3! Woohoo! Yeah! Splatoon 3! Can't wait for Splatoon 3. Super excited to play that. I know the Beeb is excited to play that as well. We're going to play that together. That'll be one of the games that we probably substitute in for Sea of Thieves every once in a while. September 9th, though. Fall Guys! Yeah! Fall Guys! This one's coming out, I believe it's free to play for everyone soon on Xbox and on Nintendo Switch. Yeah. I think they're doing a special event right now where it's like super cheap costumes for like 2 crowns each. Fall Guys fucking rules. Game rules. I don't play it a ton, but I might jump in with the free to play, see if I can get some achievements. Hell yeah. Season 1. Oh, June 21st. Okay.
That was
I don't know that I have a spot for it at the moment,
that
but
Fall Guys piece, and you can play and download Fall Guys for free starting June 21st across all platforms, including Nintendo
That's a
Switch,
Tuesday.
Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. All right, back to another new game announcement. We're going to announce a brand new game and universe from a new team of legendary developers. Check this out.
Let's see. So far, the Callisto Protocol and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 have really won me over. That Aliens game sucked. I like that there was a brief little Nintendo coming soon. I'm surprised we're not getting a direct from them, but whatever. Fall Guys, a good reminder that it's coming out here in about a week and a half, so good to work with on that. I appreciate that both the Callisto Protocol and Modern Warfare 2 had extensive gameplay demos.
I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over.
And I will say, Fort Solis.
Hurry.
Fort Solis and Routine. Kind of have my eyes on those. I think that Routine's gonna like make me shit myself, but Fort Solis, that moon comparison. I wonder if there's more to it than just like a stylistic or Man Stranded sort of thing.
Maybe onto something.
We're getting a lot of like kind of spacey sci-fi stuff here. Pretty cool. Do you guys remember? I don't know why I just thought of this. Do you remember?
Command.
Oh, that's a game we should play. We should play Fuse.
Accomplished.
That would be a good one to play. Fuse. Probably wouldn't actually be a good one to play. How long does that game take to make? For some reason, I was just thinking about Fuse.
Doc. I've got this.
I wonder if I have to have this game on my profile. Oops. I should really be paying more attention to this rather than looking up if I have Fuse achievements. I do not. Okay. Oh shit.
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move. Now. There's a storm coming. And hell's coming with it.
Stormgate. Oh, okay. Why is that in such a low frame rate? What is happening here? 2023 beta.
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations. Stormgate is
This
real.
one's probably one that I should go back and look
details.
at because I was looking at Fuse
first of all,
on the Xbox
congratulations on this
360.
announcement. We're so excited about the return of RTS, brand new franchise. What is a Stormgate?
Wait, what? Did they say RTS? I'm out. I'm out.
Are portals
There's one discontinued achievement in this
massive
game.
solar storm
Shit.
that unleash the infernal host on future Earth.
Okay. And
it really?
we saw some hints of some. I mean, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. Tell us about the sides in this RTS game.
Oh.
Yeah, we're
the online
our
services
first
were
two
scheduled for
factions today.
closure
There will
on
be
June
more.
1st.
So the Human Resistance, and we saw an
Oh.
archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that intro cinematic, and then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another world.
Maybe not then.
I think one thing everyone.
I guess
wants
I
to
could
know
play it
about
by
the
myself. I
group,
was thinking that
background
because
pedigree
she
of the
liked that
team,
game
but,
too.
where do you
We've been
wanna
kind of thinking
push
of
the
like co-op
RTS
games to
genre
play
that we've
together.
all loved for decades,
Splatoon
but,
3. There's a new
opportunity
Ninja
for a lot
Turtles
of
game coming out.
innovation.
Oh, do we get
I
that
know you're
today?
gonna show us, I think,
Did we get that in
hints
this
of
in
where
this
you're
Summer
gonna
Game
go
Fest?
image-wise
I might have
with
enough
the
money to
gameplay
buy
made
it.
in Unreal Engine. Any sense of what you want to do for the gameplay in this game?
Splatoon 3, Ninja
Absolutely.
Turtles.
But the first thing I
Yoshi's
wanna
Woolly
say
World
is
is on the
we
Wii
are
U. We have a
very
Wii U. I just need to set it up.
consciously trying to stay true to
Because I
what
bought her. If you watched the
already
Seattle
was about
vlog,
RTS.
I bought her,
We're
or she
really
bought.
trying to push the genre and be
Somebody
innovative.
bought
First
Just
off,
Dance 1.
approachability,
Actually, turns out I didn't
for
put
one
this in the
thing,
vlog.
free-to-play,
This is like
but
this is
no
something I should put when I
pay-to-win,
do the
no
commentary
NFTs,
version.
nothing like that.
She accidentally bought
lower that
Just
barrier
Dance
to entry to
2,
get players in.
and we had to go
We're
back
also
and
really
get
trying
Just
to
Dance
do a lot
1
more
either
social,
later that day or
so
the
you'll be
next
able
day.
to
I think it was later that
campaign
day because we went up and did
cooperatively.
the
We've got 3-player open-ended co-op, and we've
what's it
even
called?
got
The
3
Supreme
versus
Pizza.
3 for competitive
forgot about that.
multiplayer. But of course, we've
But she,
also
yeah, she.
still got one
We have a Wii U. She wants to do Just
and as a little
Dance.
surprise, I think we've got some first kind of work in progress images from the game, right?
So
yeah, these are still
Woolly
very much
World was
still
one we were thinking about
being worked
doing
on,
as
but
well.
some
Fuse.
shots
I don't know if you can play that like
actual
just System
assets
Link.
that we're building in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow. Well, I love it. 2023, you said for the beta, so people can sign up now, get ready, and I'm just so thrilled that there is a brand new RTS franchise coming from you guys and your background and what you did, at Blizzard and StarCraft. We're so excited about this team, Frost Giant. Thank you
Can you
so
play
much
Fuse
for giving us
co-op?
your announcement today on Summer Game Fest.
Thank you so much for having us. Really great.
Awesome. All right, Frost Giant, Stormgate, keep an eye out for it. Now it's time for another indie game announcement that I'm excited to share with you. High Water. Check this one out.
Good morning, High Water Dwellers. High Water Pirate Radio keeping you in the know.
Oh,
with
shoot.
Alphaville.
We actually won't be able to play
Alphaville
that.
authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny is that the world ended on a sunny day.
There is split screen. Weird. Okay, lock in here, Sean. Gotta focus up. We have that one game. Kind of reminds me of Sea of Solitude. High Water.
What a breathtaking trailer. High Water is an adventure strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change. Now, speaking of the world around us, the conflict in Ukraine is not far from anyone's mind, and it's impacted the development of games, including Replaced from Sad Cat Studios, a Belarusian studio with devs from Belarus and Ukraine. The team had long hoped to reveal a new trailer here today, but were understandably unable to complete it in time. Guys, I just want to say we're thinking of you and all the developers impacted by the conflict and hope to be able to share your work at a future show. All right, our next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's
Good on
American
you there, Jeff.
Arcadia, where you play Trevor, whose life is being televised with the viewing population constantly voting you up or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
Oh, so someone watched The Truman Show. And then put a social media aspect into it.
Picture a city where technology and science go hand in hand with fun and entertainment.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton, had a dream to build the city of tomorrow. That dream is now a reality, and that city
Where is your nose?
Arcadia. A 43-square-mile metropolis where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury and comfort. Broadcast live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on every digital platform. American Arcadia. Control. Subject on the run on camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
Listen to me. We can't allow Trevor Hills to escape under any circumstances.
Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't make a sound. Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of there.
What the fuck? I'm kind of curious. It feels very Truman Show / like Scanner Darkly sort of thing. If someone can get out or get in to piece together some information, it can tear a whole thing down. I talk about Scanner Darkly a lot. I don't know why.
Years of rumors, we finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
There wasn't a date, it just said coming soon. I'm kind of curious about it. That's again, it's kind of like one of the games I was talking about earlier. I think it was like Fort Solis. If it's a short runtime, why not? Is this Dead Island 2? Dying Light 2? This is a different trailer that I think they're redoing. It's... Oh, is it... Oh, it's Flappy Goat or whatever. Goat Simulator. Okay. This sucks. Who cares? So it's a parody of a trailer for... Dead Island 2? And Dead Island 2, I think, is the trailer. And it's a parody of that. Shout out to the Cyclops glasses. Oh, Goat Simulator 3.
There you have it. That was Goat Simulator.
Did anyone
3,
miss that there was a Goat Simulator 2, or is that the joke?
Store. Now, last year, Marvel and 2K announced Marvel's Midnight Suns, a tactical RPG from Firaxis Games, the studio behind XCOM and Civilizations. Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider for a battle against Lilith, the mother of demons. Today, we've got to look at some new folks set to join the battle.
Ooh, cool. Oh no, it's Metallica, it's Metallica, it's Metallica. Get the fuck out of here. Go watch this trailer somewhere else. I hope everyone mutes this. Metallica does not understand the digital marketplace. Lars is a piece of shit. Venom, yeah, that makes sense. He sucks, so, yeah. Oh, I forgot you can't hear this. There's explosions. I guess that's the villain or whatever. I mean, Venom fucking sucks. It's just terrible. I was hoping that maybe it would be a cool character, but... Oh, do we get Morbius? Does this game succumb to the Morbin time meme? By the way, they re-released that movie in theaters. Spider-Man? Okay. He's probably a PlayStation exclusive. They re-released Morbius in theaters because of the Morbin time meme. It made $300,000 in like 1,000 theaters for an average of like $284 a screen or whatever it was. It was bad. Is that Ghost Rider? What is happening right now? Cool suit. That's a cool spider suit. I just want to make it abundantly clear. I hate Metallica. I hate them. Oh, Venom's a bad guy. Oh. Hulk. Who was the other? Was that WandaVision or whatever? Or is it Doctor Strange? Is Doctor Strange in the game? What the fuck is happening right now? Oh, we got a... God, that's a cool spider suit. Okay.
That was Midnight Suns, and now we're moving on to the wonderful world.
So I just want to point
Cuphead,
out
the
that
delicious
Midnight
last
Suns is a
course.
tactical
Can you believe that
turn-based
we're only a couple weeks
video
away
game.
from playing the delicious
That
last
trailer
course
makes it seem like it's going to be an
DLC.
action game.
For
It
Cuphead.
is
Joining
not.
me now is Maya Mullen,
It is
Howard
not.
Studio MDHR. So first of all, Maya, it's really coming.
Oh my God,
really
the way that
coming
they are
June
advertising
30th
some of
on
this
all major
stuff.
platforms. We are thrilled.
Well, I'm so thrilled too that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here, and I've been lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy. I can't. People are not going to be ready for how amazing this looks and the backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up. Obviously,
What a
the
double
gameplay.
brag
It's
there. I got to
difficult,
play
as
this
we
on
would
my
expect,
Steam
but
Deck.
The visual look, you guys have taken it even to the next level, which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did. I couldn't pinpoint one thing that we're proud of in this because we really honed our craft.
Marvel's Midnight Suns is an upcoming tactical role-playing game developed by Firaxis Games in collaboration with Marvel Games. Will feature comic book characters with multiple
Chalice is fun to play as, and even though this is a DLC, it feels
Marvel
like
Comics
its
properties
own
such as
game inside of Cuphead.
such as Midnight Suns,
It
Avengers,
is,
X-Men, and
definitely.
Runaways.
Yeah, you just get on
Players
the
will be able to
island,
create their
and
own
there you are
superhero
off
named the
to,
Hunter, with a choice of 40 different
Yeah, it's our
powers.
biggest island yet. Supersized bosses, lots of secrets to discover.
Playable
Don't
roster
let any
includes
rock go
Iron Man, Captain America, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Blade, Ghost Rider, Magic, and Nico Minoru.
A little something, yeah. It's brand new gameplay footage of what
Combat will be turn-based, similar to Firaxis Games' XCOM series. Just keep that in mind. This is now 2 games that they have advertised that are very much spun in a way that is not what the game is actually going to be. The other one is that Aliens game. God, this game looks so easy. Look at this. Easy. Game. Wow, I can't believe it. They did it perfectly. Delicious Last Course, June 30th. It's on everything. I'll be in Austin,
Now,
Texas
if you
when that
want
comes
even more
out.
Cuphead, and who doesn't, tomorrow we will show you an exclusive look at Season 2 of the Cuphead Show when I co-host Netflix's Geek Week, which will include new show and game announcements. It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's not all. There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with IM8-Bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow,
Yes.
after
Fuck
Geek
yes.
Week, there is the Epic
Fuck
Games Store
yes.
Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, with news on Rocket League and the Tribeca Games Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase with a look at the future of Xbox and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin from hell who slips
Yes,
in
Neon
with a
White.
chance
Let's
to
fucking
ascend.
go. Let's go, baby. Fuck yes. Give me a fucking release date.
We're called Neons. Sinners plucked from hell to do God's dirty work. But I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
There's a cat. There's a cat. I'm all
I
in.
think you can win me over by showering me with gifts.
What if I shower you with cum? For freaks by freaks. Yay! June 16th. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hang on, I'm actually going to grab my Switch.
We've shown you lots of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland. Over the past year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision for a fast-paced action game, Midnight Fight Express, to life. Let's take a look.
I might buy it just for the story alone. Single father?
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
This looks pretty cool.
It's happening. The big
What
guys
the fuck
actually
is that
really
Joker
doing it.
wannabe?
Well, I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs. Had the stink of corruption all over me. And you know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me. Well, I ain't wearing it anymore.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Tonight, we wash this whole damn city down.
Midnight Fight Express. Ooh, and it's on consoles and Game Pass.
Such a cool game, and I'm happy to announce that a PC demo of this game is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check it out. All right.
Put them
joining
on
me
the
now
fucking
is Megan from
consoles.
Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe.
That's a
Megan, how
huge
you
miss.
doing?
823 though. It's on Game Pass.
I know. We got just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works out, right?
Okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have
Oh,
seen people
cool.
getting it, so
Yes.
it's very exciting. She's right
Where
there, loud and proud.
is-
Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of take over
Oh.
your special events category, but she is there and she is for you if you are properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a lot over the years. You guys have done incredible things with the game, and I know you have TennoCon coming up in July, which is your big kind of event of the year to reveal what's next. What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much,
Yeah.
but yeah, July 16th, 2022. It's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason
Oh,
I'm
$25?
here
Okay.
is to, kind of debut.
That one will
we have a
definitely
ton
be
of
one that I
live
check
streams
out.
on, which is our big reveal of the night. And we usually
It's
do a
10%
little
off,
bit of a gameplay,
so that's
a
good
little
news.
bit of a demo,
A little
and
bummed that it's just
I think
on
a lot of
Switch and
people can
PC and it's not
suspect what
on
it might
Xbox,
be,
but
I'm here to kind of
whatever.
confirm what it is that Tunnel Live is going to show.
And what is that?
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're gonna get your first look at the Duviri paradox.
Finally.
Finally, I know it's been a couple years, but Duviri paradox is gonna be what Tunnel Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now.
Baby, all that matters is a beautiful life. Here is a beautiful life. Here is a beautiful life. It's a Kesha song for all of you. What are we watching again? I got up to get my phone.
For now, dream of who we were and of who we have become.
Okay. So this trailer at this point is like more than...
Next,
is that Warframe? Warframe? I don't know. I don't care.
Upcoming open world space RPG.
Why the fuck?
Yeah, a lot of
More
today
that trailer was mostly just watch our shit so you can get free crap in your game with Twitch
This
drops.
studio continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals for the very first time a new and exotic realm players will be able to explore.
Hanoki Star Rail?
Listen. You are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here.
This trailer's really quiet for some reason. We got some anime though.
Future, you will encounter many perils. You will meet companions who treat you like family and embark on unimaginable adventures.
Ooh, space trains.
Remember what you feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart where you're heading, you will arrive at the end of the story. That's the you I like.
I guess it is called Star Rail.
I have wine to soothe the souls of honored guests. Welcome aboard the Cienjo La Fool.
Okay. I don't really know what's happening in that, but I am intrigued.
And that's not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic urban action game. I have to say, I'm blown away by what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere of a brand new look at Zenless's notable characters, armed enemies, and world of danger.
Okay. Okay, finally. Something other than silhouetted characters. This music's definitely interesting. There's some record scratching going on, which is... at least I think it's record scratching. It's pretty subtle, but it's there. Whoa, we got a hot wolf man over here? What's going on with that? Oh, shit. Zenless Zone Zero. I don't love that logo. It kind of looks like maybe like an hourglass. Maybe it's not that bad. Weirdly,
one of my favorite reveals last
yes!
year was TMNT
Let's go!
Shredder's Revenge, which reminds us all of the turtles
yeah!
today. Well, it's
finally some good fucking games. Weirdly enough, I thought
one exciting aspect of the game they've been keeping under wraps until now.
Okay, an exciting. Is it called the release date? Is that the exciting aspect of the game that we're talking about here? I can't fucking wait to play this game. Hey, Casey. What's his face? You know, it's weird. I was reading about TMNT because I bought the Casey Jones. I bought the complete series of the cartoon, and then we were out of internet for like a couple of days, so we actually watched a bunch of it. Casey Jones is only in about 5 episodes of the original 90s or 80s to 90s series. And he was added at the request of like one of the writers of the comic book. But he has a surprisingly long legacy for a character who was in such a small amount of the show. I mean, April O'Neil's there from the beginning. 6-player mode. Okay, so we can play this online. Okay, cool. This is rumored for a June 16th release. The release date, for the love of God. Available June 16th, yeah! Game Pass! Woohoo! On Xbox Game Pass. Let's fucking go! June 16th is a week from today. So perhaps June 23rd will be some co-op. I like that it has online co-op. Hopefully it's not too like laggy or anything. You might get a gameplay video of that instead of Sea of Thieves on June 23rd, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Super People. Okay. I don't know what that is. I did not catch the information of that. Almost some boba or booba. Oh, Humankind. I guess that would be DLC. Oh, but wait, there's more. Rewrite history on console. Okay, I don't know what this is.
How far will you push humankind?
Okay, on Game Pass.
Humankind allows you to shape your civilization by combining a multitude of historical civilizations from the ancient to the modern era.
3 Game Pass games recently. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but all of them are good too. Like Humankind is a good release. I'm not gonna play it, but Midnight Fight Express, that's a good Game Pass game. That comes out actually right around Saints Row.
This trailer reveals the setting, a mysterious
I think it's actually like the same day. And then
this exciting upcoming
Shredder's Revenge being on Game Pass, huge. Really excited about that.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
見ろよ、あの島。でけえ塔がいっぱい立ってる。空に伸びてるあの光はなんだ？よし、面白そうだ。行ってみよう。ちょっと待ってるぜ。変な形の積乱雲がすごい速度で増えてる。こいつノックアップストリームだ。なんだありゃ。おい、落ちるぞ。
Why is she in a bikini top? What the fuck? That was a lot of booba. I don't know what is happening at all. Okay, so the pre-order for that one's not up. What I'm curious about with Shredder's Revenge is if it'll come out at like 9 a.m. on the 16th, or if it'll be released on the 15th, that I would have time to get a video up for the next day. That's what I'm curious about. It's just, sometimes it could be kind of frustrating where it's like, oh, if it's released at 9 p.m. or we could even get it earlier, to be able to play that game and get it up ASAP would be nice. I know that sometimes my scheduling isn't always great, and sometimes things have to get sacrificed, like Neon White or that other one, Midnight Fight Express, because I have a bunch of other stuff that I'm doing. But boy, does it feel like it's hard to get into the algorithm. Oh, One Piece Odyssey is coming in 2022.
This August, Soul Hackers 2 from Atlas launches, and we've got your first listen to the English voice cast with this quick new look.
ODDY Odyssey? ODDYSEY? ODYSSEY. ODY, I don't know. Who cares?
Ringo.
I'm not getting graded on the notes I'm taking for this Summer Game Fest thing. We're at about an hour and a half here. It's okay. It's been relatively well paced. They've had some people out every once in a while, but it hasn't been.
You get one more chance to make things right.
It hasn't been super distracting. We got a lot of games so far. Some release dates, which is nice. Soul Hackers 2.
With so many new games featured across SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest credit card to reward your gaming.
I didn't catch a release date on that.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products. And it wouldn't be the Mega Sale without the free games vault, featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your copy before the sale ends on June 16th. Tune into the Epic Games Store Twitch channel for our summer showcase on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're taking a look at new announcements and updates from PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
Oh, so we're actually just getting an ad. This is a block of ads. Okay. I'll just write ads. I was trying to read that logo for Soul Hackers. I don't think it looks... Like, it looks kind of nice, but it also is, like, not super legible. This was the thing that they were talking about. It being available on Samsung TVs. I just played Sea of Thieves yesterday. Good game. That episode of Sea of Thieves, by the way, could not have gone better. We were relatively, like, left alone. And then, right at the end, we got kind of messed with a little bit, but I don't think it really cost us anything. I was curious if maybe you could turn in the key that we had, but whatever. No big deal. Oh, this, I think the achievement list got leaked somehow. I think that was July 22nd. Mario Strikers is out this Friday.
You're gonna get hit with the unexpected in Mario Strikers Battle League. In this no-holds-barred, soccer-ish sport, chaos reigns supreme.
They say
so
soccer-ish.
prepare to do whatever it takes to claim victory. So much fun, it hurts. Mario Strikers
610.
Battle League, only on Nintendo Switch. Game rated everyone 10 and up.
I was gonna play that beta, and then Arcade Spirits took a little too long.
Hi, my name is Carl, and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good,
This
you
game
feel
has a demo
compelled
out
to move and
right
shoot
now.
to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense everything gets. And we have vocal performances from legendary artists like Serge Tankian from System of a Down. So while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation platforms, so go check it out and slay to the beat.
I will. I actually am very curious about this. There have been 2 game genres that I've played lately that I would not have expected that I would like. Beat games like this and roguelikes. I like this mix of vocals, little piano in the background. All right. So I wonder if each level is set to a certain song. Demo is out now, September 15th. I believe it's only on Series S/X. What did I just say? September 17th?
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom.
There have been a bunch of these games. I don't remember what like the original one was, but there's this. There's one that I played, and there was one that like was like at E3 years ago that I was like, oh, this looks cool, and I don't know if it ever came out.
Stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews, and this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies.
Very excited about this. I'm probably going to play it right after this is done.
At the launch trailer.
The Quarry
Family is the most important thing in the world. But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well, and they're all
so fucking excited about this game.
Hanging on the end of a rope.
I do need Jeff to wrap this up so I can get a good chunk of it done before the other game before the Devolver one.
Well, with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
Are they giving away like far too much right now? They're like giving all of this stuff away.
It's really
They didn't even show my man, Skylar.
It's gonna get a little messy.
From Booksmart. I mean, maybe that's kind of the point, is that it's not really that much of a mystery. It's just kind of like an escape thing.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in this procedural realms. Here is your exclusive new look.
You're alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it. Given how fragile you humans are, I'd say that staying fed...
September 15th for Metal Hellsinger.
Should be
I was
priority.
2 days off, but close.
If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources.
Are you explaining the game to me right now? Please don't.
You can activate the
Oh God, no! Tutorial demos are the worst, or tutorial previews are the worst. No, 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 that's bad.
Void, waiting to get in. Be ready with your axe pick.
What do you mean, pickaxe? I don't know what this is. I don't care.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but alright. Got a pretty good list here.
The Saints are marching in
Let's
on August
fucking
23rd with
go,
the reboot of
baby.
Saints
Here we
Row
go.
revealed last year at Gamescom. And today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character.
Yes!
Saints Row.
Yes! Let's go! Yeah!
Check it out.
Yes! Let me create my character before the game even comes out. Fuck yes. I'm so excited for this game.
Me. We are so good at this.
Which fool wanna challenge me? Got a pack on your back with a strap, can't relax cause you know there's no guarantee. I ain't never kept as a fact, don't react to the test of the mass and the
Yes. Yes.
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Wow. Alright. Hell yes. Yeah. How long is it going to take someone to make a terribly inappropriate character? Oh, give me the cat helmet. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that has the Summer Game Fest thing in it. Never mind. I was going to use that as my thumbnail. Okay. I'm glad that this is free just in general, because the way they made it sound during their reveal thing, special look at the Boss Factory, I don't really care about that, but
next, we've got an exclusive
the way that they had phrased it in the previous thing that they had done, it sounded like you had to sign up for their email to get a shot at doing that. I don't know that they got the maybe they didn't get the response that they wanted, and they were just like, fuck it, we're just going to throw it out for everybody. I'm more than happy with that.
Manufacturer XL 1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're going to restore the golden and hopefully save the day. Get in, access the operations array, and use the cryonic rods to flush the system. Preferably
We still haven't seen Last of Us Part 1, which is what they are calling it now, is Last of Us Part 1. I'm guessing that's the last thing they're going to reveal. They did say several hours, which is not great. Oh, kind of cool. I played one of the Warhammer games, and it was like very not well put together. It wasn't necessarily bad, it just did not run well on Xbox at all. Kind of a weird franchise too. It just has like so much stuff like inside of it. It has all kinds of different games and
Get to the base of the Matrix spire and put those cryonic rods to work.
this kind of looks Left 4 Dead-y. Like just a lot of enemies on screen at once, so you gotta kind of sift through. I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's what they're going for, but that's kind of what I'm getting out of it. Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood, sort of thing. September 13th.
Bloober Team is known for psychological horror games like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to
Layers of
reveal
Fear.
their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of Layers of Fears. Get a dose of this.
Is it called Layers of Fears or Layers of Fears?
Someone once said
Fear or
insanity
Fears?
runs in our family. Let it run.
Yeah, Layers of Fear. There were 2 of them. I want to say I have the first one, like I bought it on sale. Every year I go like, what kind of horror games can I play for October? And then I never do them because I'm too scared. It's too scary. You want to get into the Halloween spirit, but you also don't want to poop your pants on camera, like that sort of thing.
They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place beyond redemption. It's a lie. This is a story
That look.
of my fear.
I like the idea of a melting mirror.
Hatred of the horror of my loneliness. And it is
The horror of my loneliness, okay.
to tell.
A psychedelic horror chronicle.
I see it. All this misery, all this suffering. There was no other way.
Shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
Oh, God. This is a fantastic trailer. I really like the visual aspects here.
I was trapped in this house, bound by this body. Now, I break free.
Okay, so this one, it seems like it's... Okay. Layers of Fears, early 2023. Alright. Next gen exclusive, kind of makes sense.
This October, Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin, to protect Gotham. To give us an exclusive new look, let's head to Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Fleur?
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to share more with you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing.
No,
This
come
showcase
on.
is the
Show
first in our character
Batgirl.
series.
Who
We're
fucking
really
cares
looking
about these
forward
other
to share
characters?
more with you
Robin? Which
continue
Robin is
working
it? There's
towards our
14 of
launch on
them.
October 25th.
Nightwing sucks.
So I hope you enjoy
Fuck.
the show and stay tuned.
So we genuinely have not seen any Batgirl gameplay. We have seen the 3 male characters.
And then this city became my home.
There is a possibility, I will throw this out there,
Family.
there's a possibility that they were going to show Batgirl gameplay, but people were not super thrilled with the description of Batgirl's, like her character description, because for some reason everyone insists on Barbara Gordon got shot in the spine. You could just also not do that. You could just be like, Barbara Gordon felt a calling to be Batgirl. Who gives a shit? So that it's possible that they kind of had to work around that a little bit, because they did talk to some people who were like, hey, we can help you fix this a little bit, make it a little cleaner, because it does perpetuate negative stereotypes about people who are disabled. So maybe that's it. That feels like I'm giving them a way too big of an excuse, but it is very weird that we have not seen anything from Barbara. We saw Robin in Deathstroke, I want to say.
I got this, Bruce.
What was the other? Gotham Knights, October 25th. I kind of doubt that I'll play that.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we welcome, oh, look who it is. Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, co-president of Naughty Dog. Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans, and
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like, watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
Well, the good news is there's some stuff that
I was curious if they would address that or
share
not.
with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans, because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still
Hey, guess
sending
what?
us
They
letters
still both
and
suck.
art, and these characters in this journey and this world mean so much to them. And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 earlier.
Yeah,
this
we
year,
saw. So we got Nightwing and Red Hood gameplay
and that kind of
4
support,
weeks
that
ago.
kind of
Okay,
success,
okay.
we're
So we
so
still haven't
grateful
seen
for.
Robin, I
It
guess.
has allowed us to
And we
grow
haven't
as
seen
a studio,
Batgirl.
and now we can take on
You can
multiple projects,
you can
more than we've ever had
delete
at
your
the same
comment that you're going to leave in the
Projects.
in the
okay, very interesting.
comments
so,
below.
what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Oh, well, you can expect that we're going to remake the game a
so one of
third
the things we
fucking
mentioned a
time.
while back,
Stop
what
it.
started out as,
You creatively bankrupt hacks.
has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog, and we felt the way to
What,
do it
do you mean
justice was
remake
to
a
make it
game
standalone
again?
Title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can
Are they
tell
still
you
working on factions?
is that this game is
Jesus Christ.
it's as big as any of our
I will
single-player
say,
games that we've done.
I will
in some
say,
ways bigger.
as much as I'm going to shit on The Last of Us here in a minute when they reveal that they're making the game for the third time, the multiplayer in the first game is fantastic. It is ridiculously, surprisingly good. I played a ton of that the summer which it came out. I've never actually played the single player game or the second one. I think I probably have both of them sitting over there somewhere, but yeah, the multiplayer of the first game was so good.
Okay,
It was so
very
good.
exciting that this has evolved, and I mean that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special.
Oh, it's a live game? Oh, God.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like up in Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional, because not only is it so good, and the quality is so high. It's so authentic to what we've made in the game.
Oh, it's really pretentious.
I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
the entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up. So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. So we could first look. Let's take.
So you can see this is a certain
God, I love Pedro
museum
Pascal.
that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella
Why does this
Ramsey
photo
and
look so
not only
bad?
directing them, but seeing them
His
build the other
photo is in
episodes.
such low
They've
quality.
thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game.
You are really
and it
selling
really
this game
feels
here,
like
or
this is gonna
this
be
show.
Something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
the first image that they put out
Cool.
it
Shots at
feels
the
like
Halo
video
TV
game.
series, huh?
I've seen both public
You
and other
bitch.
stuff makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side.
How do you
now for the first
direct
time.
a
So see more of that,
television
next year?
series?
That's coming as well, right? Serious?
How do you come in and guest direct? Because you feel like people already have a handle on their
All right. Well,
characters.
Last of Us
You already
HBO
know
is
what
very,
everybody's
very
kind of
exciting.
doing, bringing to the table, all that
actually have
stuff.
a couple actors
And then
in the
what?
show
Like
for,
you just kind of,
We happen to have a couple
you just kind of
actors here that
show
are
up.
part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
What are we doing here?
Oh,
Oh, Troy Baker. He was already here.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here.
Oh, gee, why? Why could that be? Oh, it's because we're remaking the game a third time. It's going to be $70, a full fucking priced video game for something you paid
And
8
we're
years
such
ago.
Fans of like the talent and the like helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show, and it wasn't. It has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like
so good
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you. So you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've
Except
had
for today.
Except
for today.
Yeah. Except for the date. It was one of the hardest.
I like that
things
they're
for us to
joking
do
around
is
about
to let
everything's
people
kind of leaked
know
already.
because
So
we're so proud of it and the work that we.
is
did.
this really the?
We worked
This
hard.
better not be the one
Crew,
big thing.
I have to say,
as an
when
8-year-old
I
or
walked out on
9-year-old
set,
game that's getting remastered for
to be met with
$70.
Literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on.
It's
and
so
committed
fucking
to working
stupid.
on this
I know you
project
can shit
because
on.
they were fans
You can
and
shit
their
on
love for the
Rockstar. They've
game,
released Grand Theft Auto
was
5
one of the greatest. It was
3
like
times.
coming
I
full
get it.
To friends.
They didn't charge full price for it. You can still get the
detail.
You can still get
crew was
GTA 5 for
amazing.
like 20
Bella
bucks
and
on
Pedro
Xbox
are-
X or S.
They're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it
Boy, they really
much
are
more than that. I feel
shoving
like
it
I
down our
can't
throat
fully
that it's
explain it,
really
but
good.
I
We
am
get it.
so excited
People are
to
gonna
be
love it
part of
anyway.
And
Why am I shopping
I
in?
can't wait to see it. I think it is.
Can I go to the
be
United? Why am I shopping in the
so
story
good.
for Israel?
It's
Stop it.
I love the story. I love just being a part of.
I'm so excited.
Not available
about the series,
separately.
The fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and you know, are these characters we know from the game that they're playing?
Why?
New
No,
characters?
this
Can
isn't
you
what
tell
I
us
want.
anything?
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 5, Microsoft 4.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
All right, well,
Okay, story mode.
Let's talk
Story
about what
mode.
was on Twitter earlier today.
Story
Lots of
mode
talk
is
about,
available.
The idea, or
It
really
is
what's happening
$10.
is it looks like you guys are
$10 for the
remaking
story mode.
original
$20
game,
for like the
and
whole
this is
thing.
like a ground-up
Online
remake, is that right?
is.
That's right. We wanted to give people the
It's $20
definitive version of the first game that wasn't
$20 for a game that's as old
to get even closer to our
as
original
this,
vision.
and this
We're
is going to be
able do it with
$70 fucking dollars.
and PC and
You can't get
talk about
50% off. It does end June 14th, and it
at
goes up
the
to 40.
Last
But
of Us
I feel like if you're in, you're probably already in. Wow! Look! Remember when this happened 9 years ago? Remember that? Oh, that's also from 9 years ago. And so is that. It's from 9 years ago. Ready to pay $70 for it?
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
You know, I've never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Get you killed.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
They called it part 1 too. Fucking.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade. Guys, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
$70, by the way.
I mean, these performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original.
It's a decade old.
performances.
Thank you for saying
we
that.
Came up with a process
Why? Sony, get your head out of your
animated
ass.
for the faces and
God.
targeted on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back.
They're not even looking at the PS3. They're already showing the remastered version that they remade the second time.
Rebuilt from the ground up.
Fucking
Same art director,
Christ.
re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat. There's like
Now, I will say that they were pretty good about
just
the Uncharted
60 frames per second,
stuff.
all the stuff you're
They
getting on
brought
the
like some
PS5,
Uncharted games
we
onto
wanted to give
PS5, and if
known
you had
to
like a
the
disc,
show
you could get it for like $10 or
all new
something.
players for PS5
But they
and
know
PC.
that this is like
They
their
wanted to have the
premium.
definitive version of The Last of Us.
This is their premium franchise, right up there with the new God of War stuff that they're doing. This is their like fucking. This is their Academy bullshit.
My memory before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because it was you guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
It's really, when you play it, when you see it in motion, it's really night and day from what it used to be.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole, like, all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on, like, Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we apply to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Sky. And
They're giving maybe the most stage time to a 9-year-old game.
PS5. All right. Well,
a 9-year-old
look
game.
forward to it. Now, Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Now, let's not forget that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was already a game 11 years ago.
It's
So
a little early to talk about
video
it.
games
Maybe
are
someone in
crap.
PlayStation wants to leak it, then we
They're
can talk about
hacks.
it now. Otherwise,
This better not be the
you
last thing.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September. So
Just
thanks,
play it
guys.
on a different
Thanks, Jeff.
console.
Awesome.
Just
All
play
right,
it on
well,
an old console.
Do it. Thanks to Naughty
That's
Dog and
it.
PlayStation
That's
for
your
that
last thing. Is a
special, look at The
9-year-old
Last of Us and
game.
the entire
Fucking
franchise and where things are
Christ.
going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Des with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the Planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting, and the Tribeca Games Showcase streaming, along with the Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally, Sunday, it's the Xbox and Bethesda
There's a
Game
bunch of cool
Showcase.
stuff
You can
happening
stream
on
them all
Saturday,
at
including the Wholesome Direct
summergamefest.com.
and a couple of
As
other
for me,
smaller
I'll see you again in August
broadcasts
when we
as
are
well.
back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom opening night live on August 23rd, and then the Game Awards will return in December live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. And finally, I'm excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023 as a digital and in-person event to bring the gaming community together. Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest, and remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
So nothing about, what's it called? Nothing about the demo fest.
Happy birthday to
All right.
you. Happy birthday.
Hang on, hold on. Tim Schafer, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay. They're doing Day of the Devs right now, which I probably should check out because it is like smaller stuff. I guess I can just leave my headphones on. Oops. So, how was that? It was okay. I don't like that the last thing that they had on the show was a game that was released 9 years ago. I don't know. It's not that I'm being dramatic about it or anything, but like it is weird to see like so much poured into a game that's already been ported and ported again now. I don't know. PS5 even has backwards compatibility to PS4. Just play the remastered version of it. I don't know. Anyway, that kind of sucked. They gave so much stage time to that. Let's see. Let's go through the list really quick. Street Fighter 6. It's a fighting game, not for me. That Aliens game is a fucking twin stick shooter or an arcade shooter. One of the two. And that trailer to meet that gameplay did not make any sense. Callisto Protocol and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the second one. Callisto Protocol really turned for me in watching the gameplay demo. I do enjoy gameplay demos because they can kind of sell me on a game. In this case, the Callisto Protocol, which looks a little more action heavy or oriented than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be more of like a survival horror sort of thing, especially with the way the thing is on the back of the neck of the character with that very Dead Space UI sort of thing. So that one was pretty cool. The kills were really grisly. Watching him get like his arm stuck in the thing and just get like wrapped into it was like, oh man, if that game is a 6 to 8 hour experience, maybe worth giving a shot. I thought the Modern Warfare 2 demo was pretty good. It's Call of Duty. It's going to be big, bombastic, absurd fun or whatever. But they looked pretty cool. Some of the graphic stuff was interesting. And it didn't quite have the annoyance of the previous gameplay demo in which they kept missing shots for some reason. So those were pretty good. Went to Flashback 2. You can't stop calling your stuff iconic if no one knows what it is. Witchfire, early access soon. I don't remember what that was. Fort Solis and Routine were two kind of like sci-fi horror games. Fort Solis I was like kind of interested in, but it wasn't like, it looked very like way more like horror style. And then they made that Moon comparison, and I really turned a corner on that and being like, oh, Moon, you say? Is it just that it's a person stranded in space, or is there more to it? Not going to spoil anything about Moon, but you should watch it. Sam Rockwell, Duncan Jones, 2009, I want to say. Very good. Very, very good movie. Routine. That was the one with the robots, I think. I probably should have looked at that more. No, that one was that was the one that was advertised by Mick Gordon. And then they brought out Troy Baker. Then they brought out some. That one looked okay. That one looked very horror, and like they had like multiple jump scares. I even got scared during the trailer, so that's probably a pass. Outriders DLC, not for me. The Rock thing was a fucking joke. Nintendo had a quick coming soon of 3 games. One of them was Splatoon 2, which I'm very excited about, September 9th. We got a reminder that Fall Guys goes free to play on the 21st. I don't think I'll be checking that out immediately, but I will probably do a recording or 2 as soon as it comes to Xbox. I'm looking forward to getting those achievements again. So Minus, hopefully they take out the one for like 5 wins in a row. But I love Fall Guys. Love Fall Guys. Stormgate, I think that was one I wasn't really paying attention to, and I think it ended up being like an RTS or something. High Water was artistic sort of thing, which kind of reminded me of Sea of Solitude. Yeah. Replaced didn't actually get a trailer due to the war in Ukraine. Good for Jeff. Good on Jeff for shouting that out. Hopefully we'll see a trailer for that in the future. Our American Arcadia, that one looked interesting. I'm noticing as I've been looking through this list of games, I realized that I am looking at a lot of these and going like, hey, if these are short experiences, 4 to 6 to 8 hours, depending on the game, I'd be more willing to try them. Our American Arcadia could be an interesting concept if it's a short game. It seemed like it was a thing. It seemed like it was different when they were describing it versus the trailer. The trailer is like, hey, you're trying to escape, whereas the game sounded like, or the description of the game sounded like it was, you have to do specific actions or you might get kicked out if your rating gets too low or something. I don't know. There was a disconnect between the description and the trailer that didn't necessarily bother me. I like the trailer. Midnight Suns hopefully doesn't get this video completely copyright claimed. Metallica are hacks. They suck. That game is not going to be action oriented. A lot of people are going to buy that, and I think a lot of people are going to buy that not knowing what it is because they're not advertising it correctly. They just want you to care that it's Marvel. It is a turn-based tactics game. People are going to not enjoy that. I skipped Goat Simulator 3, which had a weird trailer that was Dead Island 2-esque. So there was that. I don't care about Goat Simulator at all, so we'll just move past it. Cuphead looks great. Not a game for me. I really shouldn't try playing that. I'm going to break something. Let's see. Last course. Neon White. That game comes out on the 16th. It's $25. It's on the Switch eShop to pre-order right now. Speaking of shops and pre-orders, going to check the store real quick and see if there's anything new to look at, like that one game that I was trying to think of, but I don't know what it was. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's what it was. I don't see it here. Okay. I wonder when that'll update. Neon White, that's definitely one I'm going to check out. That video might be delayed a little bit. I'm still waiting to hear more about the summer demo fest stuff. One of the games later in this list has a demo out right now, so I'd like to check that out, but I'm hoping that I can get more information on TMNT and some other things like that, but it's not currently listed. Where were we? Neon White, very excited about that. That one might get delayed a little bit on the channel, but it should be up sometime. Midnight Fight Express, that one's on Game Pass. The game looked cool. Had a cool thing of just like a dad making a game. Brought in some more people. Looks awesome. Game Pass is a huge boost for it, I'm assuming. That could be a game that, it comes out on the 23rd. That could go up, let's say, I could be up maybe on the 26th or something. It'll kind of depend on what I'm doing with Saints Row. So we'll see what happens. Warframe, don't care. Honkai Star Rail, I didn't really get what that was. I also didn't really understand what Zenless Zone Zero was. They said something about Genshin Impact, so I would assume online or something. I don't know. I did like that the Star Rail was like a space train. That's kind of cool. We got the huge announcement of TMNT Shredder's Revenge Game Pass June 16th. Hell yeah. I don't know if we knew that it was Game Pass until now. Maybe I did and I just forgot. But that's big. That's really, really big. Super People, I was kind of looking at the TMNT stuff, so I don't really know what that is. Humankind console and console release and DLC announcement. The DLC was available now. Console coming soon. That one's on Game Pass. I tried to mark it down where it was. One Piece Odyssey, I don't care at all. Soul Hackers 2, I don't remember that one. We got some ads. We got Capcom Arcade Stadium 2, that one's in July. Mario Strikers, a reminder, that's out Friday. Metal Hellsinger, that game is out September 15th. Demo is out right now. Don't know anything if that's related to a Demo Fest thing or what, but that's happening. We got a quick hit with like The Quarry. That one is out tomorrow. There should hopefully be a video up at 6 a.m. Pacific time right here on the channel, so stick around if you want to see that. We got Nightingale, which I did not enjoy that trailer. The Saints Row Boss Factory demo, that is out now. That one I'm very excited about. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm sure it'll be a video, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. But that'll be on the channel at some point in the future. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide kind of looked interesting. Warhammer as like a big broad thing isn't all that intriguing, but some of their like smaller like subsidiary things are kind of interesting. It had a Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood zombie game sort of vibe where you're like trying to get into something, place the thing, and then get out. I don't know. Something about it was like kind of interesting. Layers of Fears had what might have actually been the best trailer of the show. I really liked that Layers of Fears trailer. I thought visually it was fantastic. It was fascinating, intriguing. It seems more like kind of like psychological horror this time around. Maybe that's what the Layers of Fear stuff has always been, has been more of a psychological horror, in which case I might actually check that out. I really, really enjoyed that trailer. We got some Nightwing gameplay for Gotham Knights. I was incorrect in thinking that we had only seen Deathstroke and the other one. But it turns out that I thought that we had not seen Barbara or Batgirl only. I was incorrect on that. Tried to correct myself. I apologize. That one's out on the 25th of October. I don't think I'm going to play it. Part of me feels like if the Batgirl stuff looks cool enough, because that's who I would want to be, then I would be like, okay, I'll give it a shot. But I also just don't know that I care enough about that franchise. So, I don't know. And then we got The Last of Us's third release. $70. Comes out September 2nd. We don't need that game again. We don't. We don't. There's backwards compatibility on PlayStation 4. Just play the remastered version. I understand the remastered version makes a little more sense than trying to sell somebody on the PS3 version, because the PS3 has such weird architecture that it is hard for them to get it's hard for them to get PS3 games to run like natively on stuff. You always have to just stream it, and I know that's not always a viable option. It's not a viable option for me, so I wouldn't, tell people like, fuck you, it's a viable option. The remastered version, maybe just play that. I don't know. Naughty Dog games have never felt good to me. I played Uncharted 3 like just literally yesterday. A little bit of a spoiler alert as far as one of the grab bag or mystery bag Monday games. But like, fuck, it's just not, they don't feel good. They don't feel good to play. There were times where I was playing Uncharted 3 yesterday where I was like, oh, I'm kind of intrigued in what's happening. And I play the game itself and I'm like, this feels bad. That game is also very like, we have new technology and we're going to use it. I mean, let's see. Let's go down the list. Callisto Protocol, that one was great. I thought the gameplay demo was really cool. Modern Warfare 2, I feel like Activision's just kind of beating me down into being like, yeah, I'll play it. Fort Solis really turned for me on the Moon comparison. I don't know why that is such a like sticking point, but I love Moon. Routine was advertised a little weirdly or talked about a little weirdly. It looks scary as hell though. There's like 3 jump scares in that very short trailer. Fall Guys, that's big for me. I like Fall Guys a lot. American Arcadia, that one looked interesting. Keep going down. Neon White and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, both of those getting the release dates, both of those being out on the 16th. My wallet can't handle it, but those are probably the two biggest announcements for me throughout this whole thing. Metal Hell Singer, I should say. I'm going to try that demo. The Saints Row Boss Factory as well. Layers of Fears. I think I'm pulling a solid 10. A solid 10 games or things to look forward to out of this. I don't know exactly, what do I have, line 40? 41 lines of things, minus 1. 10 of 25%-ish. Be in there. That's not bad. That's not bad. And one of them replaced, that one didn't even have a trailer. That was just like a call out. So we'll call it, I have, and then ads, and then The Rock. 36. Yeah, 37. 37, 36, 37. To look at 10 of those things, granted one of them is a demo to create your character that I'm trying to find on the store, but it's not there. 10 for 37 isn't the greatest. I think that the Last of Us stuff was way too long, and a lot of the stuff just kind of clipped by without me really caring. And I never really had a problem with the stuff that they were talking about. It wasn't like they were up there for like 10 or 15 minutes like they were with The Last of Us, just yammering on, like just selling so hard on it. They had people up there talking a little bit about some of the stuff, like new tech or whatever. They had the one guy earlier very early for the Callisto Protocol. Most of his interview was just thanking Jeff Keighley and his team, but just kind of talking briefly about it and then moving on. The best thing I can say is everything clipped by pretty quickly, minus a few things here and there that were probably a little bit too much. I am very worried for how Midnight Suns is being advertised. It was an absolute joke of a trailer for that Alien game. It has such incredible trailer value and then just doesn't have, like, it looks like an arcade twin stick shooter. Like, that is unbelievable. But 10 pretty good things. The big ones being, I mean, even you could throw the Quarry in there, so you could throw that to 11 of like 37. You could throw that in there as well, because I am excited about that game. I mean, you could pull some of them out, honestly. You could pull out Mario Strikers, you could pull out Metal Hellsinger, you could honestly maybe even pull out Fall Guys. Those are coming out very, very soon. But man, video games are cool, huh? Video games are cool. Lots of stuff to look forward to. So if any of that sounds interesting, stick around right here on the channel, youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. I'll be playing a bunch of these in the future. July is probably going to be like kind of a catch-up month with a bunch of other stuff happening in the month of June. We'll get stuff. We'll be checking out Neon White. We'll be checking out TMNT. That one should be up sooner than July. Those will be on the channel for sure. I'm going to check out the demo for Metal Hellsinger. The Saints Row Boss Factory, that'll be around at some point. Layers of Fears will be next year. Callisto Protocol is rising on my list, and I might actually end up checking that game out. Modern Warfare 2, maybe. I played the first one. I could play the second one. It's not going to be very long, so that's good news. Got Splatoon 2. American Arcadia. I don't know that one had a date, but yeah, there's good stuff here. There's good stuff. I mean, it's a fine show. I appreciate that Jeff is doing it. Like, it's nice that they have a good E3 substitute that can step in when E3 doesn't really know what is going on or what they're trying to get done. I think E3 is going to be back next year. We'll see how that happens. We'll see what goes on with that. If I could somehow get an IRL stream set up, that would be the thing to do. Would just be to fucking go do E3. Anyway, I'm going to hop on out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the show down below. Are you going to be buying The Last of Us for the third time for full $70 price tag? Let me know down there. And is it a game that actually warrants being bought 3 separate times? Let me know what your favorite announcement of the game show was. You heard mine here, so get excited about that. I look forward to more videos throughout the rest of this games heavy week. We will be having Devolver up a little bit later today on the channel. There will be baseball a little bit later tonight on the channel as well. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm hoping to get an episode of The Quarry up hoping, fingers crossed, I got to get moving here. So that'll be happening. We have more reactions going up Saturday with some of the smaller stuff, including the Wholesome Direct. We're going to get a ton of games to look forward to out of the Wholesome Direct and some of the other showcases I'm going to be watching that day. Sunday's the big one, Microsoft and Bethesda, their Xbox showcase. That'll be coming soon, so stick around for all of that. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you another day in a different video, maybe a little bit later for that Devolver showcase. Well, yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.